Hello, I'm Julie. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Simply Saturday, where I get to show you a card that is fast and easy to make. So today's card is definitely in the category of easy. It might not be as fast as some of the other cards that I show you. Now, also, I am creating a card that I am casing from other cards that I've seen, and it looks like it's commonly called a Dutch door fold. So I've not made one before, but I'm going to make it here with you and we're going to see how it goes. So let's talk about our pieces. I'm starting with a cardstock base, so you can start with any colored cardstock. I'm going to go with black and white and then use some elements from Zany Zoo. So your cardstock base needs to measure 4 1/8 inch by 8 3/4, and you're going to score it once and fold it at 5 1/2. All right, so that is this piece. Then I have a piece of cardstock, the same color. I'm using black. This piece measures 8 1/2 inches by 2 1/4 inches. And you're going to make 2 score lines on this one, 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. Then I have a piece of white cardstock, and this is going to be for the inside panel. This measures 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. My designer series paper, you want to choose 2 patterns that coordinate well together. So these happen to be the back sides of Zoo Crew. All right, so I've got a black and white polka dot and a floral. Your main piece is going to measure 3 inches by 3 7/8. And then you need 2 coordinating pieces, and each of those are 2 inches by 2 inches. All right, then the last piece that we'll talk about is this one. Now this piece can actually vary depending on your card design and what you want to feature on the very front panel. So I've chosen a piece that's 3 inches by 4 inches. And at the onset of this card, I'm not sure if I'm going to use Pool Party or the black. So you only need one of these, but when I get to that point, I'm going to decide to use the colored piece or the black. 3 inches by 4 inches. All right, so the first thing you've seen me do is reinforce my folds with my bone folder. And I want to make sure that these 2 pieces meet in the middle. So what I'm doing is actually making them meet, and then I'm pressing my fold out a little because it was kind of wanting to overlap a teeny bit, but this is helping push that fold out. So now it's perfectly meeting in the middle like that. Okay, and then I also used my bone folder on this piece. All right, we're going to attach our designer series paper. So I'm going to put the main piece, it's going to go here on this front flap. And I'm just using my liquid glue. And looking at the borders all the way around the designer series paper to try to have them be somewhat equal. I'm gonna have to slide it a little bit. There we go. Thank goodness for liquid glue. Okay, so that is in place. Then these 2 little squares are going to go on here, but I don't want any border on this inside piece that's going to meet. So I'm going to put it flush with this edge and then just have a border around. Same thing with this piece. And let's see, I'm wondering if I turn this, if I can actually find the side that it lined up. All right, give me just a minute to see if I can. I wasn't planning on having it line up, but now that I'm looking at it, it might be kind of cool if it did. Okay, I'm only going to take one more second and see if I can do it. Otherwise, we're just going to leave that concept for another card because I'm not sure. I don't even know if I cut these out of a piece that was necessarily like one whole piece that was cut in half, but Note to self, that would be really smart. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach those. We won't waste any more time trying to figure out how to line up that pattern, but I do think that that would be cool. Okay, I'm going to open this so I can move it right up to the edge, and then my top, bottom, and right side have a black border. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be really cool if this absolutely matched the pattern. So the next time I make this card, I'm going to cut this piece 4 inches by 2 inches and then cut it and make sure that I have those lining up. I already feel another card coming. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same process here. I don't want any black border on the one edge, the edge that's going to meet in the middle at the little fold of my doors, like so. Okay, so the white pieces come together. Oh my goodness, look what happened. I worked so hard to try to line it up, and then when I didn't think about it, it actually did line up. Okay, that's kind of amazing. That was a really fun little extra. All right, now this piece is going to get attached to here, like so. All right, here's our Dutch door. So this is going to open up, and these are going to open out to the side. I'm so excited. Okay, so I want this piece to really be attached well to this. I'm sure the liquid glue would hold it, but I'm going to go ahead and use tear and tape. So I'm going to put my tear and tape pieces here. And I'm trying to think if I think 2 pieces will be enough or if I should put 3. I'm going to go edge to edge all the way from the fold to the other fold. All right, I'm just going to do, I'm going to do 3. It could be overkill. If it is, then when I do another Dutch door fold, I might just do 2 on this piece. But I really want it to be completely seamless and attached to that base as if it was really one piece instead of 2 pieces attached to each other. All right, give that tear and tape a press, and then let's peel off the backing paper. Okay, now I want to line up my card base right at, is this hard to see, the black on the black? It's not too bad. I don't have a white piece handy. Let me see. This might be easier to see if there's something white underneath. Let's do that for just a moment. Okay, now I'm going to line up the bottom of this with the bottom of this. Just as straight as I possibly can. And I also want it to be centered between these 2 folds. All right, I think that that is going to do it. So I'm going to press that into place and check it again. Okay, there's the basics of our Dutch door. So now to decorate it, what I've done is I have gone ahead and pre-cut a circle from Stylish Shapes. So that's this. And I went ahead and die cut this little dancing cheetah right out of the Zoo Crew paper. So I used the die, put it onto the paper. So I did not stamp and cut and color this. So that's why this is still kind of a fast card, is I didn't have to do that step. I am just attaching the die cut paper right onto my card. There are several images in that paper that you can die cut. Now, of course, you can also use the stamps and stamp and color and die cut, but this does make for a fast and definitely easy card. All right, so there is that little piece. I have a couple of flowers. These are from the coordinating dies with Zany Zoo, and I chose the colors based on the colors that are in the paper. So I've got Pumpkin Pie, Petal Pink, and Pool Party. So here's where we're going to make our decision. This is going to go on a piece that goes here. So let's take a look at the pool party, which I think would look really pretty. Or we could go with the black and stay with all black and white except the colored images on our little focal point. Ooh, I think I'm going to stick with black. Okay, so we're going to set this piece aside for another card. All right, so let's decorate. I've already attached the cheetah to the circle. Now I'm going to attach this to this piece. So see, even sometimes a fun fold with some really interesting elements to it can still be fast and easy. All right, now I'm going to take my flowers and flip them over so I can attach some glue, attach them with glue. I think I should have played with my placement. Let's do that real quick. I think I'm going to want a pink one and an orange one. Let's switch a pink and an orange, maybe the blue. Ooh, that might do it. I think I want one on here. Okay, so we're going to go with that. All right. A little bit of liquid glue on the back of my die cut flowers. This one's petal pink. As I'm putting this together, I am thinking ahead that I'm going to want a rhinestone. My rhinestones are here. They're just out of reach. So in just a moment, I'm going to unclip my microphone, step across the room, grab my rhinestones, and then come back and let's see if I hope that I remember to reattach my microphone. I have had that happen before, and then it doesn't make for easy listening when all of a sudden it becomes hard to hear me. Okay, there are those images. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, I'm going to go get those rhinestones. Okay, I'm back, I'm reattached, and I've got my rhinestones. Okay, so I think for the front of this, to keep it fast and easy, that's all I'm gonna do, except I'm gonna add my one rhinestone. We're gonna attach this piece to the front. Now, I wanna be careful that I don't glue this bottom part down at all, because it's going to glue the card shut, and then I won't be able to open these. So I'm gonna put my tear and tape only at the top of this black piece. So this is going to hold just fine with 2 strips. I'm not worried about needing more. Okay, let's get this into place, and we pretty much have our card. All we need to do is the rhinestone and the inside panel. I have been playing with this stamp set and the papers. I love, love, love them so much, and have lots of projects in mind. Okay, so I'm kind of centering this, looking at the top, the bottom, and the 2 sides of the black paper. I know that my tape is only at the top of the black piece, so that's going to be safe. Now, this flips up, these flip open. Oh my goodness, super cute. Okay, so we've got this piece that's going to fit on the inside. Let's get a peek what it's going to look like when it's closed. Okay, it's totally hidden. And so this is where I'm going to do the only stamping on the whole card. So I have Zany Zoo here, and this could definitely be "You're Too Wonderful" or "Something Great to Celebrate," or "Happy Birthday." So I'm going to use this one, "Something Great to Celebrate You." All right, let's pull that stamp out. I don't think I've used that stamp yet. I think this is it. Let's see here. So because I have not used this stamp yet, I don't have the label put on it. I am going to actually link to this video, a different video that shows my recommended way of putting the labels on, because it is a little bit different than the Stampin' Up! Recommended way. I feel like there are two legitimate ways to do it, and I prefer one over the other. So for right now, I don't have a label on here, and that's fine. Let me grab a block. Make sure I'm not going to stamp it upside down. And because this is a brand new stamp, never been stamped before, I will run a practice or two. All right, I don't feel like there's anything jumping out at me like it's crooked or anything. It's inking up nicely. So that's going to go right on the inside of my card. All right, now I don't have, there are not flower stamps in the set. There's only flower die cuts. So a couple of die cuts would actually be cute. And because I happen to already have them here, when I did the die cuts, I had multiples. So I'm going to just add some die cuts to the inside of the card. So let's do a petal pink, and this one was from something else. This one's balmy blue. So let's use the pumpkin pie one because I used pool party. Wait, we didn't add, oh yeah, I used a pool party one there. So I don't want to use balmy blue on the inside. It'll throw it off a little bit. All right, so I've got, you know what? Let's stop. I kind of like just the pink one. All right, let's add this to the inside of the card. As I said, I had not made this card before. I just cased the idea from some other videos on Dutch door style cards, and I cut some pieces and I'm creating here with you. All right, this is going nicely on the inside. And the last thing I need to do is put that little rhinestone, and I know right where I want it because I have used this cheetah on another card that I made, and I really like it inside her little, the flower on her skirt. I think it's really cute. So I'm just going to grab a rhinestone, pop it right there in the center of that flower. That's a little low. There we go. And certainly you could do more. You could add some ribbon. I could have done more stamping on the inside, but this still qualifies as a fast and easy card. And how much fun to make a fun fold card that is also very easy to do. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I do invite you to leave me a comment. Let me know what you liked about it. Let me know if you are thinking about Zany Zoo and Zoo Crew products. And I will also put some more information in the description box below this video. I always like to leave a host code there for you, as well as shopping links and other areas of interest. So I will do that. And in the meantime, I'll see you next time. Happy stamping!